Hello and welcome to ChromaGun. ChromaGun is a colour-based puzzle game which I enjoyed quite a lot. I've just finished it. It's about 3 hours long and I would like to show you what's going on. Now, having said I've enjoyed it, there are a lot of problems and I was supplied a key by the developer to be fully transparent, so my experience might not be typical, but let's go and have a look at some of these levels and I can show off the game a little bit and then talk a little bit more as we go through. So we're going to play one of the later levels. This is nearish the end of the game. The first couple of chapters of the game don't take a lot of time. It's really the end couple of chapters that take the most amount. First couple are just kind of teaching you mechanics, so we're going to skip those and I can show you what's going on. So each test chamber starts off the same. You kind of get this little staircase, you go up, and then you get the chamber. Now, what's your objective? Your objective is to get through the exit. Each exit is connected to these switches. Stand on a switch, lights up, and you need to have two things on the switches and then you can leave through the exit. How do we do this? Well, we have a gun, and the gun can shoot 3 different colors. It can shoot yellow, it can shoot red, and it can shoot blue. I would like to point out that this does have a colorblind mode, as you can see, and this is what the little symbols are. They just indicate what color it is. It's because you can also mix the colors. So say that we had, we want to mix red and yellow. Shoot the red at the yellow, becomes orange. And then the symbol changes, and I think that's pretty cool. I just want to give the devs a little bit of credit for it. Now, you might be wondering what this kind of laser vent is all about. Well, all of these little balls here, which we could also shoot colors into if we wanted to. Like we could shoot our color at it and change this to say orange. These things are attracted to your colors. So if I was to say shoot yellow here, this ball would follow us. But if I shoot yellow out here, it will not. But we can shoot through this grating. So basically this stops the attraction thing that the yellow sphere could be having. So what do we want to do to solve this puzzle? Well, we want to get these little balls on top of the switches, and that will then open the door. As you can see here, we've got this purple kind of set of switches here, and we have a purple ball. Also, you'll see this little force field. If we shoot it, can't change the colors because it's got the force field around it. We can change the colors over here, but we don't want to. Right, so what do we have to do to get this purple ball over? Well, we have to get the colors on these ground squares to allow it to get over here. We unfortunately have a yellow ball in the way. So what we're going to do is we're first of all going to move that out of the way. So hopefully this should work. Yep, yellow ball gets there, but it's still attracted to the first one. So what we have to do is we have to get rid of the color on the first one. This then allows it to continue forward. And then we do the same here, and now the yellow ball is out of the way. I knew that shooting things on the side was going to cause problems, but it was worth to show it off. Right, let's shoot here, and then we want a blue. I'll get the purple over, and then we go here, blue, and then we get rid of this one. And the purple should start making its way over once we get rid of that thing. First thing's on the square. Now, we need to get this yellow ball all the way over here again. Now, as I mentioned previously, you can change the color of the balls. So if I was to, say, shoot the ball here, it now becomes green and moves most of the way along. Get rid of that green square, create another one back at the start, and we have solved this puzzle. Fairly easy, but it's quite nice going through the motions. It's quite smooth, and it's quite good when you can figure out a puzzle. It's got that kind of satisfying, sense of that you did it the right way around. So now we get to a puzzle which is slightly more complicated. As you see, we've got this little weird fence going on here. We also have a new mechanic. We have this electrified floor. So if we walk into the floor, it will kill us and restart the level. If a ball goes into the floor, it will kill the electric floor, and then it will kill the ball, and then we lose the ball. Like we lose the ability to use it. So, what do we have to do for this one? Well, we also have these things on the wall. So if I shoot this here, little camera will look around for a little bit. Then it'll get rid of the color on the wall. This allows us to do some timing things. See, we've got 3 closed doors. Each of these switches here opens a door, and that then allows us to walk through. So I'm going to try and show it off here. I need to be a little bit quick if I can do it. Okay. I might not be quick. I wasn't quick enough. Yep, trapped myself in this room. Oh well, just restart level. It's fairly quick. And we'll try that again. But yeah, it's got a lot of trial and error in this game. I think we want the ball to start here. I think that's right. And we want to do something like this. And then there, and then run. And then, once we get it right, this door should open. Should open. Nope. So what did we do wrong? Well, we didn't think about what we were doing properly there. So basically, we need this switch right here, this yellow one. It's connected to the one at the end. So we need this ball to be there last. So what we would do is we would say, okay, so this one needs to be the one that goes out last. This is where we need to find this ball to end its journey. So we need to do something like this. And that should do it. If I've got this right, we head through here, door opens, and we can just walk on through. Now, this is the way to the exit, but it is locked. It's locked by this purple line that goes all the way through there. It actually goes into this room. It goes into that room over there. How do we get through this one? Well, we do the same as what we just did. We shoot each of these wall panels, and then we can just walk in. And now you see we've got the purple line, and it leads over to this switch. That'll open the door at the other side. Now, we have two balls in here. We have this kind of spiky ball, which doesn't actually do anything. And we have this ball here. Now, the spiky ball, if I was to shoot it, would follow us and try and kill us. That's its job. But if I was to say make this ball, we can use it as an example, green, it would then attach to the green color. If I was to then make it a different color, it would attach to X wall. So there's some puzzles where it's like you have to get this ball that's trying to attack you, you have to walk it through an area while doing other puzzles, and then eventually you then get it to the bit where you need it. So what we can actually do in this puzzle is just make this green, wait for it to go over the switch, turn it to brown, there it's not attracted to the wall, and we can just walk all the way through again. We do this puzzle again, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. If we get that right, door's all open. This door is now open. Cool. Now we've got this puzzle. So you'll see this ball here, and we got these two bits here. You've got these two wall panels. Now you'd think if I was to make this ball red to try and get it attracted all the way around to this switch over here, that it would just go into this corner, it would then be attracted to this, and it would kind of sit in the middle, like the yellow ball did in the previous one. However, when we shoot it, what actually happens is it goes around the corner, and then the attraction is cut off by the edge, and then it's only attracted to this one wall panel, and it opens up the other two doors. This one is the exit, but we have an electric fence in the way. Now, I mentioned that we can sacrifice the balls earlier. Well, this is what we're going to do now. We just attract that in, and we can just walk on out. Now, these are more of these ones that will follow you if you shoot them. I believe these are just here as a little bit of flavour. Not really important, and we can just walk right out. And that's essentially ChromaGun. I'm not going to show any more of the puzzles because, well, it's quite a short game, and that is one of my issues with it. We're going to go back to the main menu here. The game is 3 hours long, and that's how long it took me to complete it when I was quite tired and wasn't really paying a lot of attention. You could probably get through it in maybe an hour and a half if you were really going for it. This is, it's not a lot of value for your money. It is, however, only £10. But here's the big problem with this game that I see. It's like, it tries to encourage like a speedrun mode and all of that. It tries to encourage replayability, but I don't feel it has any of that. It's also not very polished sometimes later in the game. Some of the puzzles are maybe a little bit, they're a little bit, they're inconsistent nearing the end of the game. There are some that it's difficult to replicate your solution to the puzzle, which seems a little bit odd for a game where essentially there shouldn't be any weird physics stuff going on. Unlike Portal, where say you chuck a thing through a portal and then it has to hit a springboard that then goes somewhere else. There's a bunch of physics stuff can go wrong here. Here, you just change the color of something and it's moving towards it. it doesn't seem to me like it should have the same issues. Talking of Portal, which I keep bringing up, the main problem I see with this game is that Portal and Portal 2 exist, and they are often at comparable prices, and, well, why would you buy this game over it? And the answer is, I don't really think there is a reason. However, if you are really into puzzles, which I quite like puzzle games, this game can be fun for maybe a couple of hours. It's got a set end point, and it's got a rather smooth progression, although it has some difficulty spikes that are a little bit unexpected sometimes. Oh, that could just be me not getting the puzzle. You know, everything's subjective here. So it's a good puzzle game, but not a great one. Now, I would like to give it some praise for some of its things here. Like the colorblind mode, it's really quite good. It is a lot. It was actually a lot of help for me, even though I'm not colorblind. It's very good at helping you visualize the puzzles, and it's done in a quite stylish way, I would have to say. So I would like to give it credit for that. It's also a Unity game, so you get the Unity launcher when you load it up. So it's got full resolutions, it's got key rebinding. It's all fantastic on that respect. And I quite enjoyed the game, but it's alright. You've had a look at it, you can decide for yourselves. It is available on Steam for £10, I think, last time I checked. And I will have a link down in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.